and kick it off, Coach.
Hey, Coach, we appreciate you taking your time to kind of come talk to us and stuff. It was awesome knowing that you guys watched our games this past week, and I know the girls got really stoked about that. So definitely from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate that, what you guys were doing for us down there at the camp especially too. So my question for you, though, is I know you guys, now that you're coaching, what is the one thing that you guys are looking for in an athlete when you guys go out on the recruiting trail?
Coach G, I technically can't recruit as a graduate assistant, so I don't get to go and do what they get to do. But ever since I was here this is my 6th year, I played for 5. So he recruits athletes. And then another thing, I know he watches when you fail, what your reaction is. I mean, we play a game of failure here. So if you have if you make an error and you're bad body language out there, I mean, that's not what he's looking for here. You're going to make errors. He knows that. No one's going to be perfect. You're going to strike out. You're going to do anything that everybody else does. I mean, you're not going to hit 1,000. So how you respond to stuff like that is what he and our staff here looks for.
Love it.
Claire, what's your question?
Okay, so since you're a coach, what do you tell your girls, or what do you tell yourself when you mess up or make an error on the field?
I always personally, it's just next pitch. I mean, you can't let that really affect. I mean, we play 7 innings, so there's a lot of game left to play. So you can't let it, say you strike out, you can't take that over into defense, because then you're going to make an error there, and it's going to be a snowball effect if you're just in your head. So look at your pitcher. If you play infield, I played center field, so I didn't get a bunch of crazy. I didn't make a crazy amount of errors. I didn't have that opportunity like a shortstop or a second baseman, and then do get balls hit at them like that. But I know they always infield, you make an error or something, you just go up to the pitcher, look at her, say, I got you. Give me another ground ball. I got you right here. So just stuff like that. I mean, you just got to respond. It's not the end of the world at all. I mean, next play, next play, next play. That's all you got to think. Next pitch, stuff like that.
Love it. Love it. That's a good question, Claire. Good job. Good job, Joe.
Thank you, Josh.
Whenever you were playing and you were in a hitting slump, how'd you get out of it?
Keep swinging. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's hard when you get in a slump because you just feel like it's never going to end. You're just like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. This is horrible. But you got to keep swinging, stay in the cage and stuff. I mean, you can't get too discouraged because we do play a game of failure. So, I mean, and then next at bat, you can't carry your last at bat to your next at bat because it's going to be completely different. You learn from your bad at bat before. Get ready for the next one. It's probably going to be pretty similar in how they pitched you. If they beat you the first time, you're going to get the same pitch sequence.
Love
around
that.
there. Got to learn pitch to pitch and stuff and keep going throughout the game and game season, stuff like that.
Good question.
Paige?
Go ahead, Paige.
What would you like to do, before a game or after a game, with the girls?
Before game, so our schedule, or say we have a game that day, we get there 3 hours before. So say we play at 6, we get there at 3 p.m. They have a meal for us, so we hang out in ours. It's called the team. I don't know if y'all saw that. Did y'all see where all our snacks were at in the facility? Yeah. Okay, that's called our team room. We'll have a meal in there they have for us, so we all just hang out. And then we hit. So we get there at 3. We'll start hitting at 4. Hang out in the cages and stuff, and then we play our game, get warmed up, play the game, and then after they'll have a meal for us after, and usually everyone just grabs the meal and goes home. We're pretty tired after a game, so we don't do too much after games. Same on the road. We will eat in the conference room wherever we're at. We usually eat as a team when we're on the road, but eat, go straight to the room. So not much after games, but before we hit a lot.
What's the team's favorite meal?
Well, the team's favorite meal is Coach G's favorite meal. So whatever he wants, that's what we're getting.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
All right, Josh, you guys got him?
We're going to go to Coach Stevie. Coach Stevie and Chris, if you guys want to ask the question then and have your girls go. This is Coach Stevie.
All right. Tim?
What's your favorite thing to practice at practice?
I like defense personally. I only because hitting was frustrating to me because I wanted to be perfect, so I'd get irritated because I knew I was doing wrong if I kept doing it, stuff like that. So defense is always fun, a little bit more consistent on my part. I like running around the outfield, catching fly balls, so I can do that all day.
Awesome.
Riley.
Yeah.
Riley.
Did you ever think about switching positions?
I did not. I love the outfield. I played the outfield from like growing up. I played shortstop in high school, but I think a lot of people do, but that was the only time I was ever on the infield. But that's also one thing that y'all probably need to be willing to switch positions if you need to. Like if you're an infielder and stuff, but you can hit and there's not a spot for you on the infield or it's a tight race, like be able to be willing to play the outfield. Like if you want to play, you're going to need to be willing to adjust here and there. And then maybe the next year, whatever, you'll be back on the infield where you want to be. But being able to be flexible, and if you're an athlete, you can play anywhere on the field. So I wouldn't just be like, if you're a shortstop, I wouldn't just be, I'm a shortstop only. Or second baseman, wherever. The outfield, I mean, the outfield's important too. It kind of gets pushed to the back burner, but it's a big deal.
It sure is. Absolutely. Good question. Abby?
Awesome.
Abby got one? Or no? She's speechless, Cheyenne.
Actually, I was talking.
What's your question?
Do you like coaching other kids?
Actually, I do. I've never really seen myself doing that and stuff, but that's why I wanted to GA. I wanted to see that side of softball, and I think it's pretty cool. It's a different perspective. So as an athlete and while you're on the team, you're just worried about not just about yourself, but what you needed to do to help the team and stuff. So now it's a different perspective, kind of see it from a different view, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Love it. Good questions. Coach Stevie, do you have one? Or Chris, you guys have questions? Before we go over here.
I do. What was your favorite punishment as a team?
Oh no.
Favorite punishment? Oh gosh, what have we gotten in trouble for? I don't know. Coach C's not. We'll have to run at practice sometimes, but he's not real. Actually, one thing did happen. We got swept when we played OU last year in 2022. We went to Norman and we got swept. But after, I think it was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. Well, we had like a whole like team get together planned after Saturday, and Coach C knew about it. Everybody, we were just kind of talking about it and stuff. Well, we got swept and we got back to the field, and Coach C's like mad, and he starts going off and like completely ruined the whole vibe. The get together was off. Like we were like, everyone went home. It was so I don't think that was an intentional punishment, but that was pretty funny. Looking back now, it wasn't funny at the time.
Good question, Coach Stevie. Coach Chris, you got one?
Yeah. What bit of advice can you give to girls when they go from practice to gameplay on confidence building? Practice, we can make errors. We're learning, getting better. Gameplay, girls make an error, they get shy, or they get real nervous or want to shut down. Do you have any advice for them on that?
Yeah, I think in practice, we always emphasize like go like just test your range, like whatever you're doing. You're doing fly balls, like let up, like go as far as if you drop it, like it doesn't matter. You're in practice, you're seeing what you can and can't do or whatever. So in a game, just kind of remember that. Just know like maybe on this ball I need to pull up a little bit just for the sake of the game, keep the runner on first, stuff like that. And I be making errors, that just it comes with it. That's part of the game. So I don't think to be able to get too or shouldn't get too down on yourself with that. I mean, it's gonna happen. One game, 2 games, like it doesn't matter. So just keep moving. Don't get too down. I mean, keep your confidence up, and the girls talk to each other. like if someone makes an error, just walk up to her and say, I got you. Like, we're good. We'll get the next one and stuff. Just build each other up. Don't ever let a player, if they make an error, sit there alone. And because, yes, she feels bad. She wanted to make that. No one wants to make an error. Don't let her sit there and just be like, dang it. Someone go up to her. It's okay. We got it. We got the next one. I'll pick you up. I got you here. Just stuff like that.
That's powerful. Good. That's a good question. Nice question, Coach Chris. Love it. Hey, Adelia, I know you're at home today. We love you. You got a question for Coach Chyenne, Adelia? I think you're muted, Adelia. You're muted. One sec. Adelia, I think you're muted. Amanda. There it is.
I'm good now.
Yep.
Yeah, now you're good. What was your question, Adelia?
What do you like most about OSU softball versus other colleges?
I came here out of high school. That's where I committed to. It was my sophomore year of high school. The rules weren't changed yet with recruiting, but I came here. It's a lot like my hometown. I used to live about an hour from here in Yukon, but I love the coaches. I love the town. It's pretty small, and I like that. I like the slow pace of stuff. But OSU, I wouldn't change my 5 years for anything. I mean, it was the best time I had. Like, it was hard. There's ups, there was downs, but I've learned a lot. I've grown as a person, as a player. Had 4 trips to the Women's College World Series. I wouldn't trade that for anything. Wish we would have won one of them, but went 4 times, which was cool. Not many people have done that, so I think that's something. Yeah, like that. Look at this.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's not many. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good question, Delia. Well done. I like that. And Cheyenne knows we love Oklahoma State now after working with them. So you converted us. So Cheyenne, I got a couple for you, and then we have the last segment. So I know. Thank you for watching the game. They took second Sunday. We're very proud of that. This is their first tournament under Coach Denny. So maybe if you could, what's one thing you liked and maybe what you saw and one thing that you feel like it's all good that we could have worked on the game?
In the games, I don't even know.
It's okay. No feedback. Okay.
I mean, you can just always grow and get better. Don't ever just get complacent. I mean, second place is good, but like, what'd you do? Like, there was something in the game that changed a little bit of something here and there, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Growing. I mean, you're young. You got a lot of softball to play, so keep having fun with it.
I love that. That's good. Yeah, and Coach Denny's actually working on the things that we could have done better on from Sunday. That's what we're doing tonight. So you're spot on with that. So a few more questions. So we're going to come over here to, this is Presley. Presley, you want to say hi?
Hi.
My question is, how did you get such a good hitter?
Whew. Well, I've played since I was about 5 years old, so it's just repetition. It's crazy. And hitting so up and down. Like, it's just up and down throughout the season, throughout the year. I mean, it's crazy. You can't be perfect, and you want to be, but also when you're in the box, just compete. Like, you have to think that you're better than any pitcher you were facing. If you think the pitcher's better than you and you're like, oh no, like, she throws really hard, she does this, she has this pitch, you're kind of already defeated before you step in the box. You just have to have the mindset, like, I'm a good hitter, I'm better than her, and just fight while you're in there. Do what you can.
Great question,
Yeah.
Preston. Good job. 3 more.
Yeah.
This is Trinity. Trinity, you want to say hi?
Hey.
So basically, what drew you like to softball? Or like what made you start loving the game before?
Yeah, I'm the youngest of 4, so I have 3 older siblings and 2 brothers that are older and a sister, but my brothers, they played baseball and I wanted to do what they did and everything. So I was just trying to keep up with them. And I played baseball for a little bit until pitching machine. And then my dad was finally like, they have softball, you need to switch over. So that's how I grew into it. I grew up around sports. My dad was a coach and stuff, but I don't know, because my brothers played it, so I played it.
Love it. We knew that one. That's a good one. This is Tatum. Tatum, say hi. What's your question?
My question is, what is your pregame mindset?
Pregame mindset. So I'm pretty chill, like a chill player, so I don't do anything too crazy. I sit in the dugout, everybody's out playing hack or doing stuff like that. I just sit in the chair and I'm just waiting. I get real antsy. I just need the game to start. I can't just sit there and wait because that's what we do for a while. We probably have like 30 minutes before we're done warming up, always before games. So I was sitting, I eat some snacks, some Slim Jims out of our team room, sit there, and then when the game starts, I'm just ready to go.
Love it. Good question. Thank you, Tatum. Final question. So final question. This is Micah. Micah, want to say hi?
Hey.
Micah, go ahead.
Wait. What sports else did you play?
Yeah.
Other sports.
Did you play things besides softball? She's saying.
Yeah, I did. I played about probably every sport. I mean, softball more competitively. That's the only sport. I played soccer until about 7th grade. Played that like with the club team for a little bit, but my senior year of high school in the off season, I swam on our high school swim team, or just at practice. I never competed, but soccer, softball. I played basketball in middle school, did track in middle school and stuff. So I kind of did everything, and that's also good to do. I mean, other sports are good. I mean, it makes you a better athlete all the way around. So I think that I like multi-sport athletes that's cool.
Love it. Thank you, Micah. So, Chyenne, I know you're always busy. Thank you for that. Obviously, as we close it down, 4-time World College Series. Not many people in history have done that. So, literally record-breaking. We've been watching you for a very, very long time. You're one of the role models here. We just love everything about you. Do you have any advice for these girls before we get out of your hair? Just some parting words, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, keep loving the game and have fun with it. Don't overdo it. At the end of the day, it's a game. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. You're entertaining people as well, and that's the good part. You have fans. Your parents are doing everything they can for y'all, so make sure you thank them as well. It takes a lot. I'm sure they brought y'all to practice tonight, so be grateful. I don't know. Just keep it fun. I love softball. I've loved it for as long as I can remember, and I hope you guys do too. It's a great sport. It's growing, and I want y'all to be a part of it in the future if y'all want to do that and keep it getting bigger and bigger. So good luck in the future, and thank you guys for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, Chyenne. Coach Denny, do you have anything in closing you want to say to Coach Chyenne? Denny?
No, we appreciate you taking your time. Like we said, it's been a good experience for our girls to kind of listen from someone at your level, especially where you guys are coming from, just to kind of break down the simple things in the game for them and kind of remind them, that you went through the same thing similar to what they're facing or what they're asking. So it brings it down to their level. I think that's going to help them a lot. We appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Chyenne, we love you. Thanks for always cheering you on. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. And thanks for stopping by and making some time. Okay, we'll catch up soon. Okay.
Bye, girls.
Bye.
Bye.